Good afternoon, 101 fans. It's Mark Old Sky Halpern here for the Sports Insanity Network. Having another one of one, the rarity that I get a chance to do back-to-back one-on-ones. Again, Charlotte is away for the weekend, and it's on me to get these done. So, without further ado, this is the RBI Breaks Prospect and Prism Special. RBI Breaks, if you do not know, it's hosted and run by Mark Mariano. You can find them on Facebook. Mark is the one dealer I go to get into rarer breaks, like massive mega box retail breaks, where you can get the chance at the only refractors in the retail version. Mark gets a lot of Leaf products. Mark gets a lot of Tops products, and he also gets some rarer Panini products, and did very well with him on that, and we're going to get into that in a second. But go and take a look at RBI Breaks on Facebook. Doesn't have 1,000 breaks breaking each day, but the ones he gets up and gets running, he gets them packed, shipped out himself in a great amount of time, and he's a fun guy to break with. Lot of fun to check out. So, without further ado, let's take a look at what the Mariano man pulled for us on the Panini prospects. I'll do the smaller end stuff before, obviously, the bigger. So, first up, Panini prospect auto of Miles Naylor. Naylor out of Oakland, so we're going to be looking for him in about a couple of years to be a little bit better, but Miles Naylor definitely up and coming. We have Ryan Lasko, also out of Oakland. Lasko, another up and comer, not really mentioned much, but we'll be doing something hopefully soon. Rodney Green Jr., also out of Oakland. Well, when sometimes you forget you got doubles, a double of Ryan Lasko. We got a Nathan Detmer on the silver refractor. If you couldn't tell, I had Oakland. I mean, Oakland was just one. I actually had three spots, so I also had Cleveland as well. But continuing on with Oakland, the one card that you wanted, Nick Kurtz. Nick Kurtz, if you don't know who he is, then I'm sorry for you. This is a not an on-card autograph, but it is the blue parallel version. It is number 97 of 149. This will be going out to be graded with our co-signer this week. Also, out of this case. Now, what's become popular in a lot of case hits, especially with whether it's Optic, Donruss, um, Leaf, I'm sorry, not Leaf, Panini One, and all this are the downtown and the kabooms. And they're the case hit cards that are really highly chased. And in the Panini prospect ones, there were a couple of big names, and then there were a couple small ones just to give some teams some more hits. And as Mark was pulling this one down slow, you could see that it was definitely Oakland, but you saw the bat, and it was like, oh my God, did I just get the Nick Kurtz kaboom? No, I didn't get the Nick Kurtz, but doesn't matter. I got Tommy White, which is just, not as good, but it's good in and of itself. And for the foil cards, the thing you have to worry about, and especially if you want to get them graded, is not how they're pulled out of the packets, the way they're packaged. And that's the only thing you got to worry about. And as I've looked over the card, and I am not an expert at saying that this is going to grade a 10 guaranteed. I've looked over the card. I will send it to our co-signer over at Top Notch. I believe it'll do at least stay 9, if not better. Let's put it that way. It's the fair way of doing it. We will have to wait and see. Now, I also had Cleveland, and if you really looked at the checklist for Cleveland, there was only one name to chase, and that was Travis Bazzana. And what Mark likes to do at the beginning of a break is he'll call out for a bounty shot, and he'll give away some Tops Now cards or a pack from Tops or something, pretty cool that's, if you happen to pull a numbered card and it's like number 9, Mark has some fun. So I refrained from calling out Travis Bazzana because I figured if I called him out, I was not gonna get it. And I didn't call out Bazzana's name. I did call out Kurtz's name. That came up, but I didn't call out Bazzana's name. And lo and behold, in the second to last box, there it was, the Travis Bazzana, the red parallel version, 147 of 199. It If you do not know him, he is the number one prospect in the Cleveland Indians organization. Um, when will we see him in the majors? I do not know, honestly, if he actually came up this year at all. I do not believe he did. Um, I think we'll be a couple years before we hear, big things from him, but expecting big things from him after reading scouting reports and reading individual reports on him. That's how I made the decision on picking the team. Now, the one other chase, and if you haven't bought into Panini prospects, two chases, Rintaro Sasaki and Ethan Holiday. At the time of this release, both players were unsigned. So Mark and like other groups that I had been in with this, make an individual spot for Sasaki and Holiday. And, I took a chance on it. Didn't get an autograph. I was hoping for it. Mark tried. He really did. But I did get a parallel, and it's actually a great one on the Sasaki. Because if you look on eBay, any of these parallels are selling very well. So we got the Rintaro Sasaki, the pink 3D hexagon, oh, not hexagon, 3D rhombus version, we'll call this. And it is number 40 of 79. I mean, it's not $1 million card, but graded and coming back will do very well. Uh, Again, thank you for stopping by on all this. Gonna have more stuff coming in from Mark, so we'll have another one. Before I forget, I did have one Prism card that we had from the Prism case he did, and that is the Dylan Cruz red version. Uh, it's the Res Prismatic Wave version, and that will be going up as well to be graded. As Dylan Cruz, we all know, unfortunately, did not get the year he needed because of injury, but we'll be seeing great things. Please check us out at the Sports Insanity Network at www.thesportsinsanitynetwork.com for all your blogs and vlogs. Check out our live shows from the original SIP on Mondays and Fridays. That's still going with Bill and Dan. Batters Up with Mike, Dan, and myself. Thursday Night Gridiron with Bill, Dan, and sometimes myself, sometimes Patchy and Mike, sometimes all of us. You never know who's going to show up. And then, of course, Sunday morning with Sunday Morning Gridiron, which is usually, Sunday Sideline Report, which is usually Mike, Dan, myself, and sometimes joined in by Patchy if he's actually ever off. Please look forward to more one-of-one features as bigger things are coming. The network will be doing new podcasts this year coming up. We have a lot of projects for next year. If you know somebody who's interested in joining us to work and write for the Blitzers who would like to get their hand in writing, please have them message us at www.thesportsinsanitynetwork.com. We are more than glad to always help out people who are looking into get into sports writing and in the field. Thank you very much. We'll catch you on the flip side.